seeing James Wan's name is very exciting. I love horror movies, not the non-gore horror movies, the real scare, jump out of your seat, don't go behind that door, don't do this horror movies. And James is, the expert in that genre, especially in the last few years. So I think seeing James' name attached and reading the script, seeing the short film online, seeing what it was about. It was new, it was original. It was a different way of taking on the horror genre. I think the best thing about seeing it online is what I think is the best part about the feature-length film is that it plays on these childish fears of what happens when the lights go out. And I think as kids we all had something, whether it was you thought there was somebody under there. Always thought there was going to be somebody under my bed, so when I'd walk to bed I'd jump in. When it was dark out, when it was light out, you're fine, Or you lie in bed and it's like the old movies where you think you see a figure in the light and you turn it on, it's like your coat hanging on a closet. So the short film in a very, it took 2.5, 3 minutes in a very short amount of time was able to get you back to that place that you were as a kid or even as an adult. I mean, sometimes now you go to bed, you're sleeping in a hotel or you're staying at a friend's house, you don't know your surroundings so well, and you see something or you hear something and you're done unless you can get a light on. Bret's got a kind of hard exterior, he's got some tats and some black and some rings and some chains, and he's in a death metal band and loves it. But I think as a person, he's a soft, well, not too soft, but he's a very sweet guy. And in the film, he's more or less the rock that people can attach themselves to. David, I think in watching Lights Out, you go to he's got like this channel online where you see all these little short films that he's made, and he's an expert at creating this fear out of not that much, out of these like very natural surroundings, this lightness and dark. I saw one he did where like there's a cell phone and he's looking at the screen of the cell phone, but what do you see in person is not on the cell phone. He plays with this disbelief that we can create in our minds without having external forces come in, without doing anything more. He attaches these things we're capable of creating on our own, without any external forces, without any sort of demon or bad guy or knife-wielding psycho. Like, they're things we just come up with in our own head, and he has managed to play on them. I mean, the first time I saw her on set, I had no idea what I was looking at. I literally had no idea. I was standing at the bottom of the stairs in the other location, and I was like, what the hell is this? It was horrific. And that was just phase one. I think there's phase one and phase two. Both equally scary.